Welcome to This Week in the NFL Week 12 edition. Get ready for some garbage. Oof, this might have been the most Lions game of the whole season. I mean, at least they kept it within a score? And are the Packers good now? No, but they'll make a playoff run at the end of the year. The traditional Dallas tradition of beating up on bad teams before disappointing in big games continues, as they beat the Commanders by 5 touchdowns. Psst, hey, Dallas, you want to hear a secret? It's just the Commanders. Whoa, this was supposed to be a competitive game. Instead, the 49ers proved that they are kings of the NFC West and then some. They're actually favored on the road at Philadelphia now. So do with that information what you will. The NFL's first Black Friday game ever. On this day, we all wore black for a funeral of the New York Jets. Yes, Aaron Rodgers is coming back, but a 100-yard pick six off a Hail Mary to end a half? Yeah, you don't deserve to go to the playoffs anymore. It's a battle of who's the most disappointing team in the NFC South. That distinction, unfortunately, will have to go to the Saints, as they had opportunity after opportunity and yet somehow managed to blow every single one of them like they were named the Falcons. On the bright side, if we don't win the division, Pete Carmichael's going to get fired. Steelers going to the Super Bowl? I mean, it could happen. I mean, they finally have an offense. The AFC North looks incredibly weak. And the AFC is absolute chaos and cannibalism in a football conference. Let's wait until, hold on. You actually have a really easy schedule ahead. Let's wait until December 31st. Oh boy. Battle for what is for sure first place in the AFC South and possibly the entire AFC South in general leads to bad calls as far as the eye can see. Boy, do I love when controversial calls get involved in a very important game. But congrats to the Jaguars for pulling it out. Tampa Bay adds on more pain to its incredibly sad season. In any other year, they would be dominating the NFC South with those kinds of conditions. But this year, this is a really weird year. I can't believe we're in a reality where the Colts are 6-5 and legitimate playoff contenders. Come on, and step right up to the toilet bowl of the week, where we have depression in a football team and garbage in a football team. Technically, the Panthers don't even have anything to compete for losing because the Bears have their draft pick. This is a game neither team wanted to win, if I'm being completely honest. But the Titans still foolishly believe they can be competitive and send the Panthers flushing right down the toilet. Well, Titans, just be glad you didn't fire your first-year head coach mid-season with a rookie quarterback. Because that's a level of sad I never even thought was possible. It's making me sad. Be sure to tune in next segment for more crap. But wait, you may say, why not next week? Why next segment? Because come on to the double ultra crappy toilet bowl of the week, where we get to see Bill Belichick's rotting corpse of a football team go up against Danny DeVito's son of all people. Okay, wasn't expecting that. It turns out the famous movie actor's kin gets the last laugh as the Patriots miss a chip shot field goal to send themselves flushing. Technically, New York is in New Jersey, but oh well, I don't try to complain about team names. Be sure to tune in next week for real for more crap. The Broncos are good, that I can admit. It also helps if you play a backup quarterback who's also a rookie. The Browns now have to start Joe Flacco against the Los Angeles Rams. I am more than a bit concerned myself. And finally, the Denver Broncos are stuck in a 6-5 logjam. Let's see if they can escape from the logjam and clinch the final wild card spot. Chiefs Raiders just got listed on a list of American sports rivalries. You wouldn't be able to tell so on the field because the Raiders stink. The Chiefs, fittingly, lead the battle today. Here's a funny fact this season. The Rams have 5 wins this season. 4 of them come against the Cardinals and Seahawks. Maybe the Rams are just good at winning against their division, but losing against everyone else. Looky, looky, another good game. It looks like the NFL is recovering from its disaster of a 2022 season. And good news, Bills, you finally found an offense. But the bad news is you still lost, and now you really need to win against the Chiefs and Cowboys. You thought you were going to make the Super Bowl? Oh, Lord, you're not even going to make the playoffs at this rate. Something's gotta change, Bills. Now that's the type of football I'm talking about. 2 teams that are severely held back by their head coaches. This would be a way more interesting matchup if it wasn't for the Chargers, charging. Congratulations, Ravens. You retain top seed of the AFC North. Wait, is that right? I really feel like you should be 12-0 right now. Josh Dobbs wasn't as good as everyone thought. Josh Dobbs got exposed against the Chicago Bears. Wow, what an unbelievable surprise. This is shocking and unbelievable. At this point, Vikings fans will probably blame it on primetime Kirk Cousins, even though he's injured. We're starting to get into the point of the season where the good teams are really starting to separate themselves from the bad teams. But Bills, if you won against the Eagles, I would seriously consider you over the Dolphins. I'm not going to swap the Steelers over the Browns yet. I would like to see more from them, or less from the Browns, for that matter, for them to jump the Browns. Well, Texans, we could have had absolute chaos in this division for first place, but you failed, and now the Jaguars have really sorted themselves from you guys. You're technically behind the Colts, but I don't think I'm mentally ready to rank Indy over Houston. I don't think Denver's going to catch Kansas City anytime soon. The Broncos at this point would have to win 2 more games than them to even get in the tiebreaker, which they might lose. But overall, I think this division will stay the same. The other 2 are far and away gone from the rest of the division as far as this goes for power rankings. But the battle for the bottom of the barrel is really heating up, as New York just overtook Washington for 3rd place in my power rankings and divisional standings. Well, Vikings, you could have potentially been right on the Lions' tails for the division lead. But no, you failed against the Chicago Bears of all teams. Now you have to hope Detroit loses a ton and you win a ton. Since the Lions are really fun to watch this season, minus that Packers game, of course, I won't be rooting for you. Fine, I'll put the Falcons first in the power rankings. Happy? Again, the 49ers have really sorted themselves from the rest of this division. I don't even think anyone can compete with them anymore. And the Seahawks and Rams are currently fighting for their playoff lives at this point. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, ring the bell, and don't forget about John 3:16. And I'll see you next time. Psalms chapter 119, verses 1 through 4. Joyful are people of integrity who follow the instructions of the Lord. Joyful are those who obey his laws and search for him with all their hearts. They do not compromise with evil, and they walk only in his paths. You have charged us to keep your commandments carefully.